This is Animazement, a yearly celebration of Japanese culture held every Memorial Day weekend at the Raleigh Convention Center in Raleigh, North Carolina. It's day 0 and we're here to pick up our badge.
We got our badge, we're ready for the weekend.
Day 0 is all about scoping out the venue, meeting up with friends, getting into some mischief, and building up the hype for the whole weekend ahead.
One of the cool things about being here in day 0 is that we get to meet up with all kinds of people and make new friends.
What's up, man?
The energy starts here and it just doesn't stop, man. It goes on and on all weekend. And like this guy says,
All you need to do is dance.
this really is a community celebration, and you really feel that when everybody shows up.
What are you looking forward to this weekend?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Hanging out with the boys.
Flirting with the boys.
There you go.
Animazement 2025, let's go, let's have a good time.
We just got out of the first big performance event of the weekend, which was the Japanese traditional music concert. What a way to start the weekend. We had a Sanshin performance, Tate, which is Japanese sword dance, and Biwa. It was so good.
You'll also find some amazing cosplay at Animazement, and wearing a fun costume is a great way to make new friends.
Hello everyone. Oops. My name is Riley Rue on Instagram. We are going to discuss a few things on why I like Animazement. Number 1, the familiarity. There's always someone or somebody that I see at every con at Animazement, and it's always so nice to see old friends and also make new ones. 2 would probably be the Japanese culture and the big focus on Japanese anime. It's very fun, very engaging. There's always somebody to talk about anime with around every corner.
What up, y'all? What up, Tosen?
Farah and friends are setting up for the fitness challenge.
There's also interactive activities like this fitness challenge that Faro Fitness and friends are putting on.
Content creation is hard work, man.
It's a little bit of competition, a little bit of exercise, you know? This is the type of community engagement that makes events like this great. But what is Animazement all about?
Animazement is a celebration of all things Japan, and it's really meant to be an introduction to Japanese culture and language through things like anime, manga, and the like. It brings in so many cool guests from all different places, and we just got started. It's only Friday, so there's so much more to do. We're gonna go check it out.
So first we're going to the video game arcade because I'm a huge gamer and I just had to see what they had to offer. They had Rock Band, they had Tekken, they had a few game tournaments going on. There was DDR, there were people dancing, there were people having so much fun. It was like a dream. I was a kid in a candy store, you know what I mean?
Game room is poppin'. I think they said it best at the opening of the Japanese music concert. But Animazement, what makes it unique is really that it's a cultural experience. It shows you all of Japan, not just the anime and the manga. So what can you do at Animazement? There's performances, there's panels, special guests, cosplay meetups, games and activities, of course the artist alley and vendors, and a big dance party at the end of the night. So I'm finding that if you're able to make it work, Friday is a great time to come out to something like this because it's not nearly as packed as like a Saturday or even a Sunday would be. You can walk around through the vendor space and actually get by. It's great. All right, we bought a sword. Just got out of a panel all about how to use EVA foam to make cosplay. And what a cool day. We got to conserve some energy for tomorrow. It's going to be a heavy cosplay day, taking a lot of pictures with a lot of people. Let's head home and be back tomorrow. Day 2 of Animazement in full cosplay, and it's really bright out. You'll remember what it was like yesterday. Here's Saturday. One of the best parts about cosplaying is all the people you meet and everybody who wants to take a picture with you. It's really cool to see the excitement in people's faces, and you get to make a lot of new friends.
Hey, I'm Shadow Cosplayer. This is my first time at Animazement. I've really enjoyed the people around here. I love seeing the cosplayers, and I've had a great time so far.
I think there's a Smash tournament going on right now.
But we had to go back to the game room because people were showing up for these tournaments, man. The excitement was in the air. People were screaming, fighting games. It was wild. Only thing was we couldn't stay very long because we had to make it to the
Bleach photo shoot.
Yes, the Bleach photo shoot. Man, what a great time.
What are you enjoying about Animazement so far?
I'm enjoying seeing all the cool cosplays. Just like everyone has their own artistic take on different characters. So just seeing all the variants or just seeing familiar faces too. Seeing friends, love friends.
I just got done with the photo shoot, and that's definitely one of the best parts about cosplaying and going to a con like this, just hanging out with people who are in costumes, striking poses, nerding out about your favorite fandoms. If you can cosplay, I recommend it, but you also don't have to, right? You can always go to a con and enjoy it in regular clothes. That's what I do more than half the time, I would say. But if you do like to cosplay or you want to get into it, highly recommend it.
And speaking about cosplay, cue the montage.
What's up, Nerdsgate Southeast? This is Pharaoh Fitness NC, and today I've got 5 tips for your first time convention. Alright, so tip number 1, have a plan for food and stay hydrated. As a gym bro / personal trainer, you gotta have energy. If you don't have energy, you're not gonna function, you're not gonna be able to walk, you're not gonna be able to take pictures with amazing cosplayers, you're gonna pass out, and you're not gonna have a great time. Take it from me, I just had food, I feel so much better, I have so much energy right now. Yeah, man. Tip number 1, food, water, hydration. Get after it. Tip number 2, have a good time and make new friends. That's what the whole point of coming out to these conventions is. It's all about community, putting yourself out there. I know a lot of us may be shy, may be nervous, you know. I myself was the same way when I first started, but man, meeting new people and just getting the opportunity to feel like you're part of something bigger than yourself feels amazing, man. You feel like you belong and you don't feel any sort of judgment from people. It's a beautiful feeling. So go out there, express yourself, and make a new friend. So tip number 3, find some parking if you're driving here, and make sure you pick up your badge, registration. You can't enjoy the con without having a badge. You gotta get yourself one of these. If you don't have one of those, no con, man. So get that situated, buy your tickets online. By the way, most cons do like discount deals if you purchase them early, so like save money and plan out ahead of time and get your ticket like a year before and pay less. Tip number 4, it's your first con. You don't have to worry about cosplaying, dude. You can just show up. I showed up to my first con in just a regular outfit and I had just as much fun as I do now. And if you do want to do it, you don't have to start off crazy, but if you don't want to, by all means, don't worry about it. Wear what you got on right now. You're probably watching this in PJs. Wear that. And your final tip, number 5, bring money for the vendor's hall. And probably set a budget, because if you don't, you're definitely going to splurge. You might see some cool piece of merch from your favorite fandom, and you might want to grab it. There may be a Gojo body pillow. I don't know. Maybe you want that. I definitely do. So you got to make sure you have money set aside for that. Budgeting, it's important. Tip number 5. These were 5 tips for your first con by Pharaoh Fitness NC. Thank you for watching. Ora!
All right, it's Sunday, day 3 of Animazement,
and you can tell that it's not nearly as busy as it was yesterday. It's been a really fun weekend of getting to experience a little bit of Japan, getting to meet a lot of people, so go check out your local conventions. And if you're in Central North Carolina, check out nerdgatesoutheast.com. Join the newsletter. You'll get event details on all kinds of events coming up in our area. All right, stay nerdy.